Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Marchant Young. You're watching Get Wrecked, and this is episode 4. Super excited about tonight. Gonna have a little twist of the flavor on this episode, but today we've got an organization, not a for-profit small business, but what we call a nonprofit organization, and I couldn't be more excited to have Mr. Jack Larkin here next to me. Jack.
Great to see you, Mark.
How are we doing?
We're doing great.
Georgia Red, baby.
I know.
How about them?
After the win, I had to support the G for you.
No, I definitely appreciate it, and I knew that you were going to be throwing something on there. So, it's a good thing that the Dogs won yesterday and got that monkey off the back end.
Very excited.
Well, hey, look, thank you so much for one, coming on.
Absolutely.
2, pretty short notice. I know this is kind of something that's kind of came to light recently.
Yeah.
And I just want to kind of jump right in. We stand together, man. What does it mean? Where's the origin, and how did this all come about?
Yeah, so the origin started. A group of friends and I unfortunately lost one of our best friends to a mental health battle, and we came together as a group, knowing that we wanted to address the mental health realm, and we wanted to do whatever we could to prevent others from losing a loved one. So we got together, we tried to figure out, what we wanted to do within the mental health space, because it's very wide, how we wanted to address it. And we spoke with each other, we talked with professionals and doctors in the industry, and came together with a mission and some goals that we're really excited about. So our mission we have is driven by the goal to improve behavioral medicine research, expand holistic mental health solutions, and raise awareness for mental health. So we kind of go with a 3-pillar approach.
Okay.
And we're really excited about where we are right now and what we're looking to do in the future.
That's unbelievable. And it sounds like you guys have gone through some pretty rigorous steps of trying to really nail down what you guys are going after. And you're talking about other partners that you started this with. How many people are we talking about?
So right now, that was the biggest thing. We knew we wanted to make a difference within the mental health space, but we wanted to be very specific and targeted early, because we didn't want to just go out and say, hey, we're going to make a difference in the mental health realm, and not really have a vision of where we wanted to go. So we've had some good conversations with Emory University, and some good conversations with Holinsky's Hope, which is another 501c3 nonprofit as well. So great, so excited to be working with them. We actually have a meeting with Emory in about a week or so we're keeping the ball rolling on that. Really excited with what's to come.
That's awesome, man. And I know, when you talk about mental health and suicide awareness and everything like that, you start to think about, community, and kind of what, this show is about is people supporting people, small businesses, getting out, supporting local. And in this case, is just people reaching out to people and being able to have conversations. Yeah. So, when we talk about you nailing down what you're, trying to get there with your goals early on, how do you think the conversation starts?
Well, so that's the biggest thing is right now we know that, at the forefront we want to try and raise awareness and try and reduce the stigma with mental health illnesses that so many people are fighting right now.
Right.
And, by spreading the word and raising awareness, community is everything for us. Having those open conversations, being willing to talk about it, and have it be very open and honest. So the support we've received just in the last, couple weeks, month has been overwhelming from people that have reached out saying, hey, let me help in any way, whether it's donations, time, energy, resources. 100%. It's unbelievable to see people come together for something that we all feel so strongly about. So at the end of the day, community is everything for us, and spreading the word, raising awareness is what we want to try and do best within our community right now.
Dude, and it was evident. So I remember this was like, I think right before Christmas, you guys threw up all the stuff on Instagram for WST and everything like that, and I promise I rolled on Instagram and there was like, story after story after story after story. It all just said WST, raising awareness, and then it was donating to the initial fundraising goal.
Yep.
And tell me about it. It sounds like you guys hit that goal pretty quickly. And
I can't even begin to tell you how overwhelming it was to see that. To see the support, to your point, on Instagram, Facebook, other social media outlets. I mean, people that are such close friends of mine, but even people that, are just more acquaintances and colleagues that,
Sure.
were willing to go out of their way and
Yeah.
show support and donate and spread the word. It was like, I mean, it really was. It was overwhelming. I mean, the support and love that we received so quickly was astounding. And, I remember talking with some of our other board members on the phone, like, I can't believe, everyone really wants to make a difference and show support. I mean, it was one of the cooler things I have ever been a part of and probably will ever be a part of, was that initial, 2-day stretch was, I mean, unbelievable. And
it really was incredible to watch. I remember, was it Christmas morning that we woke up and you saw the goal was reached, or maybe it was the day before Christmas?
I think it was the Christmas morning.
It was
Christmas morning.
At least I think what I remember is waking up Christmas morning and I saw the goal was reached, because I would just check periodically and everything like that. And I was just like, I mean, that's it right there. And that, we talk about it, and what, we kind of try to do with this show is, like, if you give people, the avenue, the platform, they want, people are inherently good. Mm-hmm. They want this. They want a conversation. They want to help in any way they can, like you said. And, that's the whole thing, is having people like you guys and your partners and everything step up and take action like that. It does the world, it makes everything else easy for everybody else to jump on board. And it's like a big old bandwagon.
It really is, and that's what I was really blown away by, was, people reaching out. Obviously, every donation we were just like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. We can't thank you enough. But then to also receive, people saying, hey, let me help you with, reviewing your documentation to submit to the state, or let me help you with your bookkeeping, or let me help you with, help planning events. It's like, man, the amount of support that we received, it's unbelievul.
You got to digest all that. I mean, I can't imagine you're just like, all right, I don't know exactly what to tell you right now, but
it's a lot to juggle.
We appreciate it. And you guys have what, 7 or 8,
So we have eight board members.
Okay. Well, and that that helps for sure too.
Oh my gosh,
if you can
absolutely.
Attack it, you can delegate and everything like that and tack it on that side. I mean, I can imagine that it would be super stressful if it was 1 or 2 people.
100%. But that to me is what makes it so so incredible for our standpoint, is like, we have 8 board members, but we really are like one team, one unit.
Absolutely.
And it's amazing when you have 8 people that are focused and driven with the same vision and mission, and have the same goals in mind. Mm-hmm. It makes it way easier than just saying, hey, you're off on your own, or you got 1 or 2 people out there, go figure it out. When you got a team behind you that is, willing to do whatever it takes to make it work, it makes life so much easier, and it's shown a lot of progress for us so quickly.
I mean, you just bounce things off of each other. I mean, it's
absolutely.
It's literally just sounding board for everybody, and I feel like that just helps streamline everything, because it's just like you're just soundboarding, and then everybody kind of comes to where they need to be, and then it's just forward from there.
Which is awesome.
No, I mean, it's huge. One thing that I was looking at, and you kind of mentioned it earlier, so I'm bringing it up, is they'll break the stigma thing. And, almost a little bit of a taboo topic, when you bring up, mental health, suicide awareness, depression, anything, anxiety and everything like that. What you guys do, and what I'm a firm believer in, is continuing to talk about it.
Yep.
And how do you kind of approach that first step? You talk about Helinski's Hope. Mm-hmm. What kind of events would you guys look at doing?
So Helinski's Hope is directly related to raising awareness and the stigma associated with it. So they actually go in and partner with various universities and colleges, athletic associations, and they give their talk and their game plan associated with, hey, let's go in here and enhance the mental health, structure in this university athletic association, and make sure we're having everything in place from, trained professionals, reducing the stigma associated with everything. I mean, it is really incredible with what they're doing, and we're hoping to partner with them to help bring, their game plan and talks into more of the Southeast realm here in Atlanta, and hopefully some other, areas around the state.
So they're not currently in the Southeast realm, or
they have some. I want to say they had something at Georgia. I know they were big at Alabama. So they have some of the SEC colleges.
Okay.
But one thing we really want to try and do is help them come into high schools in the Georgia area. Right now, they don't have the capacity for it, just because they're predominantly out west, like Pac-12, Big Ten schools. But they have shown interest in trying to get involved with more of the high school realm.
Yeah.
Which for us would be phenomenal, and it's something that we can take on and say, hey, let us try and figure out what we can do to help you get more into the high school realm. And when that's a possibility, let's make it happen.
Well, I mean, you feel like the earlier you can kind of attack this head on, where you're having, these, small group conversations maybe at your high school or things like that, it'll, the earlier it'll be more okay to start, opening up to friends and everything like that.
Exactly.
Because the earlier you start, I mean, that's the way, your brain's shaped, you're molded and everything like that, and your habits. So, I mean, that's huge. I mean, if that can kind of start trickling down into the high school area and everything like that, I mean, I think that would be awesome.
No, I couldn't agree more. And that's something that we feel pretty passionate about, is kind of hitting, making sure we get into the high school, collegiate, and after college years. I think I don't think we can really focus on just one age group necessarily, but having that range of, high school students to, our age, a couple years out of college.
No, yeah, I mean, I think a huge thing that comes along with mental health and, whether it's depression, anxiety, anything like that, you got to have that core group, right?
Yeah.
So you guys have that community, you've got that core group right there with your partners that you guys trust. Everybody that's able to keep that in that small circle, whatever's going on, you guys have that. And just being able to kind of just pick that up and just take that with you guys wherever you go, and just having that trust that core group is going to be there for you. Because almost times, you feel like people have that core group, but it was just never a conversation maybe about, the whole stigma, or just being, open about, if you're having a little bit of depression or anxiety, or you're going through some hard times, having a core group to go to. And like you said, and how we talked about with, raising the awareness and the fundraising at the start, is you just got to have the platform there. Right. And as soon as you hit it, I feel like it'll make the world of difference.
No, I couldn't agree more.
And that's this whole thing. When I saw that this got started up, I was in awe, and I just, really appreciated everything that you guys were doing, because it was just showing that, hey, put your mind to something, we can figure this out, and we can go out and start to make a change. So, I just wanted to thank you for just coming on the show and everything and talking about that. So.
Oh, absolutely. I think, it's something that's just not nearly addressed, and something obviously, we're working towards, addressing and making an impact on. But, even just getting out and talking about it like this, having those open conversations, having the platform for it, it's something that needs to be done more and more, and, and continually lift up.
Well, Jack, dude, my man. Thank you for coming on.
Oh, absolutely. I really appreciate you having us.
Keep it rolling, and like all those people that are reaching out, it's the same here. Anything that I can do to blast on this platform and help out with events or anything that I can help, it's definitely here.
No, absolutely. It means the world to me. It means the world to all of our board members. I can't thank you enough.
100%.
We're excited for the future. We really are.
Absolutely. So if you need to follow them, what is it on Instagram?
It's at WST Foundation.
At WST Foundation. Any other platforms they can find you on?
Not yet. We're working on that.
And the GoFundMe, or is it?
GoFundMe's still up. We are about to get approved for our bank account, so we'll have a Venmo creation here pretty soon as well.
Okay. Awesome. Well, we stand together. Thank you guys for tuning into this episode 4. This is Get Wrecked. Share the video. Peace out.
Oh, sweet.
Here we go, bro.